watching. My name is Abhishek. I'm the CMO, that is for lawnode.com. This is Yash, who is the director of video production. So again, welcoming you to this live video because we are here to talk about the Shawshank Redemption, an old classic. So can you just give us a plot summary for the Shawshank Redemption?
I'm sure some people would have seen it a long time ago. They won't be remembering. So I'll let you know that. Shawshank Redemption is this movie where our protagonist, he is falsely accused of a murder of his wife.
Okay.
And the plot is laid in such a way that it seems like he is, because she was having an extramarital affair and he was there when they got killed.
At the venue.
Yeah, like not at the venue, right outside the venue.
Okay.
So you get it, right?
Right.
His wife gets killed and it seems like he has done it because she was having an extramarital affair.
He was
drunk. He was drunk. He was very drunk.
He had a weapon in his hand and everything.
Yes.
Very strong reasons.
I don't want to give everything away.
Okay.
But yeah, I hope that makes sense. And what happens is that's why he's put into prison.
I see.
A lifetime of jail.
I see.
So
I think it was 2 life sentences back to back. It was
because he killed 2 people, the wife and the lover.
Yes.
So it's basically a lifetime free ticket to the prison.
Yes.
So all expenses paid. So what happens is he gets into the prison, and prison is no sunshine and rainbows. So he has a lot of problems there, and he somehow manages to break away. He manages to break the prison, get away, run away from the prison. And this actually is the whole story. That's what he does. He gets into the prison. It shows his struggle, and then it shows him breaking away, running away from the prison.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things actually. Like Yash rightly mentioned, it's a prison breaking story, and it's not only about the prison break. It's also about friendship between the protagonists. That is Ellis Redding, played by Morgan Freeman, and also Andy Dufresne, the main protagonist, played by Tim Robbins. So it's a beautiful movie. Also, what we wanted to talk about right now is some of the learnings that we have taken away from this movie. So starting off, I think, Yash, would you like to start about what you learned from this movie primarily?
Okay. Starting from the first point, I think the most important thing I learned, like this is something that would go under radar for most people, is never judge a book by its cover.
Very true.
Like when you start the movie, not in the start, but when he enters into the prison, when he's being brought into the prison, Morgan Freeman, his character, is standing there against a wall with some other friends where they're bringing in the new inmates.
Yes.
And it says, and this guy Morgan Freeman, he says, and actually they're having a conversation. All these friends, they are debating that who among these new inmates is going to break down first. Is going to break down and cry, and. And what happens is that Morgan Freeman especially says that, I think this guy, this person, he's gonna break down first. And look at him, he's so stiff.
And what ended up happening?
What ended up happening? He didn't break down, but he ended up breaking down the system.
That is completely awesome.
Like that is huge. Like if you see. And that's what I learned from you should never judge a book by its cover. You should never judge a person just by looking at him. Or I'm sure there will be some guy who walks into a meeting wearing shorts and t-shirt, which I do.
Okay, so I would like to talk about another point that I learned from the movie particularly. I think it is patience. Because in a long term, over period that he's there, 19-20 years he's in prison, and the prison breaking that he's doing is a long term goal setting that he's executed. He's there suffering each day, but what he does eventually is that he escapes from the prison despite adversities facing him. It's all in his face. The problems are coming in the face, the guards are in the face, he is getting assaulted by the sisters who are kind of anti-protagonists, I believe, in the movie. So there are a lot of problems. The warden is not on his side, the warden is against him, he's making rules and he's very cruel. He says that he's a Lord's person, but he really isn't, and he is making a lot of problems for these people. So he's a very patient guy. He understands that he needs to break out of the prison, but he's doing it over a long period of time. And that is something I really appreciated in this person. He knows how to be patient.
True.
So what else do you think you would like to add to this?
Patience, of course, because I've seen a lot of people, they're like, oh, so I'm uploading YouTube videos since a month and my subscriber count isn't growing. Unless because you have been only doing for a month. Patience. Patience is the key. Like there are people
Yes.
like, fuck. Like, you know Casey Neistat, he's so huge, he's been doing it for so many years. He's not been doing it for a month.
Even MKBHD.
MKBHD, yes.
He's been
Yes.
going on from a long time.
Very long time.
And now he's on the Forbes most influential list.
Yeah,
So-
and I actually saw Forbes most influential tech and business people, and he is above Gary Vaynerchuk.
Wow, that is awesome. But perhaps a topic for a different video.
For a different video, but
So,
anyhow.
coming back to this, I think another learning that I would like to share is that he has a very strategic mind. So what he does is that despite having a plan of breaking out, he does not just share it with everybody. What he does is that he keeps it to himself. He arranges for the tools of necessary to break out. He chips away at it slowly for 20 years and then he escapes. He's not even telling his best friend, that is Morgan Freeman,
Played by Morgan Freeman, yeah.
played by Morgan Freeman, Ellis Redding. He doesn't tell Ellis Redding that he's going to escape. So when the warden asks like what's happening, Red, that is Ellis Redding, doesn't even have an answer because he has no clue. Over that particular night, what happened is that he had the protagonist, that is Andrew Dufresne, he had asked for a rope for escaping, for the necessity of escaping. But what happened is that when Redding came to know about this, he thought he's going to commit suicide by trying to escape. Yeah. But what ended up happening is that he used this rope to, climb over the other side of the wall, go down, break into the sewers, and also escape through the sewage. 500 yards of, gump and, all that is in the sewers that I don't want to take on the live video. But he crawled through all of that and he got to the other side. And finally, there's the scene where he's spreading his hands in the rain and he's saying I'm finally free. That's such an impactful scene. So I think that is what I learned from this particular thing. Something else you would like to probably talk about?
So one thing, the whole movie I think is about hope.
Yes.
The whole movie is about hope actually.
Very true.
If you look at it, like this guy, he's been in jail for what? 28, 30 years?
Yes.
That is like, I'm sure like I'm not 30 years, you're not 30 years, a lot of people watching are not 30 years.
Yes.
It's more than our lifetime he has spent in the prison and he still doesn't give up. And prison is not a beach. Prison is not a beach.
It's not a walk in the park.
Exactly. Like there's so many people in the prison. Morgan Freeman, the character Morgan Freeman plays, a lot of characters have just accepted that prison is their home. They've just made themselves comfortable.
Very apathetic towards the situation.
I have a lot of apathy. I get the apathy point in there, but it's a comfort zone they have formed. In fact, I don't remember the name of the character. But there's this another guy, he's quite old, he's in 60s.
Brooks.
That's his Brooks, name. Exactly. Brooks, thanks.
Yeah.
Brooks, when he's released from the prison, he finds the outside world very daunting. He finds the outside world so daunting that he eventually commits suicide.
That is because I think I would want to say that painting the scene for you, he has been institutionalized. So what does institutionalized mean? He has spent over 50 years. Brooks had spent over 50 years inside the prison. So he had changed as a man. He had lived half his life inside the prison. Rather, I would say he had lived most of his life inside a prison. So what did happen is that once he had become institutionalized, that he had to go to the washroom, he needed to take permission, he wanted to eat something, he had to take permission, he had to do anything, take a walk, he had to take permission. So for all of these factors, when he finally got a chance to go out, when his parole got approved, the first thing he did is he take a knife and hold it against one of his own friends because he could not control his emotions. He was like, I don't want to get out of this prison because there is nothing waiting for me out there.
In fact, there's a scene when he goes out and he becomes I don't know what's that job title called, but there's a guy when you go to the supermarket. After billing, his job is to put your groceries into the bag.
Yeah.
He's doing that job and he asks the supervisor, hey, can I go to the washroom? And the supervisor says, yeah, you can take a break. You don't have to ask me every time. Which is when you get the gravity of the situation that he has been living like this for so long.
Yeah.
And it's very important for people because I'm sure either you are one of them or someone who's like that, who's been comfort zoned into, maybe not into a prison, but into a stupid and abusive relationship, into a course or into a college graduation program, which they don't want to do, but their parents want to do, and they have been so comfort zoned into it, into that relationship, into that bad job that they're doing, into that bad graduation program that they are stuck in. They just cannot think of how to get out of this and do what they love.
Very true.
They are just